Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I'm Sean Anderson, Most Valuable Podcast. Today, we're doing NHL playoff previews, the first round matchup between the Minnesota Wild taking on the St. Louis Blues. And you look at the Minnesota Wild, they are facing a familiar foe here, a familiar face at least. I don't know about a foe. Familiar face in Mike Yeo, who's now the coach of the St. Louis Blues. But you also look at this, after finishing second in the Central, you brought in Eric Staal. You see the goal scoring of the Wild as well, with having 4 players score over 20 goals. And one of those players wasn't even Zach Parise. So you can know this team can score in bunches. You know this team can put up points. You also have the goaltending of Devin Dubnyk. You also have Ryan Suter. So there's a lot on this team. And they might be able to make a deep run in these playoffs, probably the deepest run they've ever made in franchise history, because I think this is a team that might be able to do some damage and might be able to win the Cup. This is a team that I'm afraid, as a Blackhawks fan, to face in the second round, because we see the matchup that we've had before, and the Wild can do damage without Eric Staal, without all these players clicking together, without 40 or 420 goal scorers. This is a lot of power on this offense for the Wild. And then for the Blues, obviously after making the coaching change from Ken Hitchcock to Mike Yeo, the Blues have been a completely different team, going 21-8-2. Yeo at the helm. The Blues have been winning. They've been playing with confidence. And now Yeo's taken on a team that he knows very well in the Minnesota Wild. So this is going to be a fun matchup. I think this is going to be the best matchup we see throughout all the players, throughout all the playoffs, both Eastern Conference and Western Conference side, because both of these teams are so loaded. I look at the Wild, and the biggest key is going to be Devin Dubnyk. He won 40 games this year, posted a goal against average of 2.25. You also look at that save percentage of being 92.3. That's great for a goalie. He's a guy that's going to be in contention for the Vezina. I think Bobrovsky's going to end up winning it. But you look at the Wild, as long as Dubnyk can be a steady goalie in back there, and he can be a guy that can really step up for them and not return to what he did in the playoffs last year, the Wild can go deep, and Devin Dubnyk's going to be the biggest key for them, at least in round one, with the power that the Blues offense has in Tarasenko. And then you look at the Blues, it's going to be their top stars because they're thin. You see Shattenkirk go down, Fabry went down, Stasny's hurt. You need guys like Steen, Tarasenko, Pietrangelo, and Jaden Schwartz to step up big for the Blues. They need to attack this Wild offense, and they need to be able to score goals as well, because obviously Tarasenko is one of the best goal scorers in the NHL, but you look at it and he doesn't have that much help behind him. So goal scoring and star power is going to be the biggest thing for the Blues. Ultimately, like I said, I think it's going to be a fantastic hard-fought series, especially with Yeo wanting revenge. But ultimately, I don't think the defense and goaltending for the Blues can hold up compared to the Wild's offense. I think Dubnyk will be at least good enough for them to win in 7. So I'll take the Minnesota Wild in 7 and to move on. But these are just my opinions, so tell me who you think is going to win this series down below. Also, don't forget to like this video, and also don't forget to check out patreon.com if you want to support us in a different way. But most of all, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our other NHL playoff preview videos and the other content we put out. But I'm Sean Anderson, and we'll see you next time.